Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Navneet and you are welcome to my channel Cloud and Coffee with Navneet. In this video, we are going to learn about how you can able to get started with AWS CLI. So first understand what the AWS CLI is. So AWS CLI is, CLI stand for Command Line Interface. Yes, of course. It's an open source tool that enable you to interact with AWS services using command line in your command line shell, right? So you can able to use your terminal or any other ways to interact with AWS services using the AWS CLI. But why you even need AWS CLI in very first place itself? So when you work with in a production environment, quite often you do not have a direct access to your web console, right? And that's where you're looking to go and interact with your AWS services using the CLI, or you even looking to work with the SDK and all, right? That's where the CLI will be super helpful. So let's get started how you can able to configure your CLI. So for me, I am having the Mac, so I will be going and installing on a Mac. But for you can, if you're using Windows, if you're having any other Linux, you can able to install the CLI there. So we will be going and installing that CLI. So here you have to come to AWS command line interface web page, and that way it has an instructions for you to get started. For me, I'm having the Mac OS, so I'm here. I will be going and installing it. So you have a various options to get installed. You will be able to use GUI installer, you will to use command line, or you will use command line for all the user, command line for the current user. For all the user, you need to have a sudo access. For the current user, you don't need a sudo access. Okay, the first task is you will be going, it asking me to install this OS package, Mac OS package. So I will be going and clicking here. So I will be going, it's getting downloaded. So once here, I will be go and look into the download page, and I see this is right. I already have a downloaded in here. Once I'm having here, I will be just double click on this one, and it will guide me through how you able to go and install it. So I will be going installing, and I will asking it, hey, are you able to terms and conditions install for all the user on this computer. I will be going installing for all the users, so everyone able to use it, and then it will be like local v2 continue. Then it will, this will be this will take this much of space, so of course I'm totally okay with it. And then it will be asking me to provide the password for me to get it installed. Okay, so it will be taking few minutes before it will be getting installed. Once it will get installed, how you able to go and check it, right? So that will be the next step we are looking to go and learn. So we'll wait for it to get installed. Okay, still taking some time. I will wait. Let me pause this video and we'll come back, and once that will get installed. Okay, so it got installed. So let me close this one. Okay, move to trash, which is fine. Okay, let me close this through here as well. So we have installed. So next task for me is to go and validate. So in order for me to validate it, I will be using my terminal. I will be going like which AWS. So this is where it's installed, which is nice. And let me go and see which version is installed. So it's installed. I'm having this AWS CLI. This I'm having this Darwin, blah blah blah. So this is how it's like, telling the version of this CLI, which is actually is matching. We are having the latest versions. It's showing 6 here, but we are having the latest, so it's showing 8. So now we are having this one. So let me go and do some testing and see if it's working or not working, right? So let me find some S3 bucket and see if I'm able to go and query the S3 bucket. So we are having we are having this public bucket. Let me see if we can go with no sign-in request, so this way it will be not asking me. Anyways, let me show you the really interesting thing. Okay, so this is public bucket, right? So if I go here and let me see, okay, if I going and running this one here, this example. So if you see here, I got this invalid access key. Okay, however, if I go and run this is no, let me read that. syntax. Yeah, no sign in request, no sign request is. So I go and write here no sign request. I'm able to go and read it. So you got the sense, right? So this is where it will tell you like, okay, you don't need to perform any sign in. Now I'm able to use AWS CLI in order to, I'm using AWS CLI and I'm interacting with AWS services. So I will be like, going and listing this because I will be using AWS S3 LS. Let me show you something else. So here you are having AWS S3 help. So once you are looking help, it will kind of give you all the information around what all things you're able to perform with those commands. So this is very, very helpful